Stop holding me, Shakur. Stop holding me, Shakur. Stop holding me.
You stop for 1 second, bro?
No, Shakur, I can't stop. My titles are on the line. My legacy on the line.
You seen the uppercut?
I saw his uppercut to the body and he got stolen on after he. Hey, hold on.
Because y'all ain't paying attention to what Barboza's do. Right here. He gonna get him on the ropes. Here you go. Watch uppercut. Boom. Right there in between.
He did catch you.
Right there in between.
But he feeling saucy though. Look.
Yeah, for sure.
Look. He got caught.
For sure. That's nice.
If he's doing that to you, bro, come January 31st.
He's gonna do the tactics that he's been doing. So he may do some weird kind of. Will it bother me? No, but what I really do want, I want the judges to pay attention to the actual who's landing what, instead of paying attention to this, all that.
Now that was good to say because he started doing that after the uppercut.
Yeah.
That I missed, and all I saw was the dancing. Yeah. And you know what I feel? That he got the best of that situation.
Yes, for sure.
Because I didn't have the eye to catch that uppercut and little stuff he was doing.
I want the judges to pay attention. Okay, what landed and what didn't.
Right here. You fucking up. You have a shot?
This fight is happening is because we want it bad. We want to be number one, in boxing, so to speak. He's coming for my crown at the, super lightweight division. And honestly, nevertheless, it's all about the fans.
Is Teofimo Lopez actually training to win, or is he just training to look good for the cameras? That is the exact question Shakur Stevenson is asking after witnessing what he calls pathetic new footage from Teo's camp. In a sport where every single movement can be the difference between a belt and a knockout, Shakur believes he has spotted a fatal flaw in Teo's game, one that isn't just a mistake, but a calculated trick designed to fool the judges. The rivalry between these two has officially shifted from professional competition to personal disrespect, and if Shakur is right, Teofimo is in for a rude awakening the moment the bell rings.
Every day is a learning experience, so when he's in there, he's just focused, And when I see him focus, every time I know that he has somebody, I always tell him, you already figured him out. That's like letting him know, have fun. From now on, just have fun. Back out. Double jab. 1, 2.
When it comes to it, boxing is pretty much all mentality. It's all mental. Are you mentally prepared with the audience? Are you mentally going to be prepared with the certain punch selection? There's things that I also got to train as well. There's things that I have to maintain as well. Those are things that I have to work on within myself. It's a muscle. And it's a muscle memory that you have to create now. If you don't create now, it can harm you the day of.
Shakur didn't hold back when analyzing Teo's latest workout clips. Instead of seeing a champion sharpening his tools, Shakur saw a fighter relying on weird tactics to mask his inefficiencies. He pointed out that Teo is obsessed with lateral movement, bouncing around the ring and shifting angles not to create openings, but to create an illusion of dominance. Shakur's warning was clear. He wants the judges to stop watching the footwork and start counting the clean shots. According to him, all that excessive motion is just a smokescreen to distract everyone from the fact that Teo isn't actually landing anything significant.
Will it bother me? No, but what I really do want, I want the judges to pay attention to the actual who's landing what, instead of paying attention to this, all that.
Now that was good to say because he started doing that after the uppercut.
Yeah.
That I missed, and all I saw was the dancing. Yeah. And you know what I feel? That he got the best of that situation.
Yes.
This critique goes deeper than just footwork. Shakur specifically highlighted a moment where Teo missed a massive uppercut and immediately went into his dancing routine to cover it up. It's a classic bait and switch. When a fighter misses a punch that badly, they usually pay for it, but Teo uses his athleticism to reset before his opponent can capitalize. Shakur, however, claims he has the eye to see right through it. He isn't impressed by the flashiness. He sees it as a sign of insecurity. If Teo thinks he can just dance his way out of trouble against a technician like Stevenson, he is fighting the wrong battle.
It's longer.
Exactly.
Stevenson's defense probably the best in the game, and he's longer.
Great reflexes and timing, and so does Teo. That's why he's a great counterpuncher. But Teo's, he's a very special athlete, and as a competitor, he is one of those guys who saves his A game for a fellow elite opponent. That's when he really rises his game and shows us the Teofimo Lopez that everybody thought he was when he was a prospect. People used to look at him and say, oh, this guy is going to be the star in boxing. It didn't really play out that way, but every now and then he reminds us how special he is.
Teofimo is a two-division Ring Magazine champion. In both fights where he won the Ring Magazine championship, he was the underdog. 4-1 underdog against Lomachenko. People forget, Lomachenko was taking elite fighters in the lower divisions and they were quitting.
Yes.
He was beating them into some, they were like, I can't do this, right? And Teofimo beat him. Right, he outboxed him.
Yeah, he didn't do it by physically imposing himself on him.
He outboxed him, he outfought him, he had speed, power, and then again, against Josh Taylor at junior welterweight, he was the underdog, so he saves his best for his biggest moments.
To understand why Shakur is so critical, you have to look at the bad blood simmering beneath the surface. This isn't just about boxing styles. It's about a long-standing grudge rooted in jealousy. Shakur believes Teo has held a resentment toward him ever since they were coming up on the same cards. The tension boiled over when Teo made controversial comments about ESPN, suggesting the network only likes black fighters.
I don't sugarcoat all these and they sorry for my language. No, but that is the problem. I don't ride off that.
Yeah.
And just to even put it more on the fight, this is my last fight on ESPN. Oh. Yeah. Because this is this is no longer, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is why this fight means everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to top rank. So I'm sorry, but I ain't sorry. This is why this fight means everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to top rank. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Shakur took that personally, interpreting it as a direct shot at his own rapid rise in the sport. He views Teo's frustration not as a legitimate grievance, but as envy toward the attention and opportunities Shakur has earned.
That was crazy, man. He talked crazy about black people. He talked crazy about Puerto Ricans. Man, he gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for it January 31st. It's time to show him what the level is. I don't think he realized what the level is, so I can't wait to show him.
What's he saying? Shakur, he's saying that a lot of the pressure is on you in this fight, saying that you got more to prove and that the lights are too bright for you. What do you feel about that?
Man, I don't believe in pressure. Pressure is to make diamonds or bust pipes. And at the end of the day, I'm a diamond, so I've been shining my whole career. It's not going to stop now. The same guy you've been seeing at a higher level is going to show up.
Are you looking to show your dominance throughout the 12 rounds or maybe end it early?
I don't know. We'll see. I know one thing that they sleep on is my power. And a lot of people say I can't crack, but if you get in there with these 8-ounce gloves and let me punch you, you wouldn't want to just walk through my shit.
How did camp feel making this 40?
40 is easy. I mean, 35 was easy. I don't like struggle for weight, so the only weight class I probably would struggle to make is 130. But other than that, it's like easy.
Teofimo, on the other hand, is banking on a physical advantage that he believes Shakur simply cannot overcome. He has publicly mocked Shakur's power, famously claiming he hits like a 6-year-old. Teo's argument is that 135 pounds was Shakur's peak, and moving up to 140 is a bridge too far. He doesn't respect Shakur's ability to hurt him, viewing him as a fragile fighter who runs to survive rather than fights to win. Shakur's response to this is interesting. He admits he slowed down his last fight on purpose to lure fighters like Teo into a false sense of security. He wants Teo to think he's weak, so he can shock him with speed and precision on fight night.
He's trying to trick his mind into believing the things that he is saying. And when he say that I'm slow, I think we both know, and we all know, that when he fight them big, slow guys like Josh Taylor and Arnold Barboza, is where he kind of attacks and he feels more comfortable because he got a speed edge. But when he fights somebody who's a little bit smaller, faster, And the guys is not even that good like Kambosos, and he has trouble. So for what I've seen, if a guy loses to George Kambosos, I wouldn't lose to him in a million years. On my worst given night, I wouldn't allow George Kambosos to come out victorious against me. So that's my response to that. Let's see if I'm slow on fight night though. Let's see.
The tactical reality of this fight is a collision of two completely different worlds. It is the ultimate case of chess versus chaos. For Shakur to humiliate Teo, he has to control the distance with his southpaw jab, keeping Teo just far enough away to make him desperate. If he can frustrate Teo into overcommitting, the fight is his. Teo's path to victory relies on cutting off the ring without getting reckless. He needs to use his explosive power to break Shakur's rhythm, but he can't just rush in blindly. If Teo tries to blitz Shakur the way he does other fighters, he's going to walk straight into a counter-punching clinic.
Okay.
And then I see as Shakur wins the first round, as Shakur wins the second round, slowly, I think Teo is going to eventually start picking it up and start imposing his will.
Right.
And then, you know, it's just going to go from there. That's how I think it's going to go.
That's a fair assessment.
That's a fair one.
Especially for that to be his brother.
I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be closer than people think.
Teo was
very
good.
Hey, one thing I can say though, because you know, I've been seeing, we've been amateur together and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Teo can fight.
I'm telling you that. Teo can fight.
Winning back
If
then.
you said he couldn't, you'd be lying.
Right. That's a real assessment, though. I think Shakur still wins, but it's going to be closer than people think.
Teo is
nice.
a lot, man, no doubt.
Yeah, and Keyshawn, speaking of Teo, you know, you've been vocal about your desire to fight Teofimo Lopez. And of course, I was there in Las Vegas, right, when you FaceTimed Teo. Now Teo's fighting Shakur Stevenson. But do we see Keyshawn and Teo at some point?
How was Teo acting when I FaceTimed him? Since you brought it up, how was he acting?
You tell me. You tell the people.
Why do I gotta tell you?
You gotta tell him anyway.
Right.
How was he acting?
How was he acting?
Hey, all I'm gonna say is he was not motivated.
Right.
The experts have analyzed both fighters' styles, and many have provided blueprints as to how Teofimo can expose Shakur's impeccable defense. However, boxing coach Andre Rosier provided the best approach for Teofimo. Rosier explained that Shakur is a defensive technician who will sit back and look for opportunities to counterattack. Teofimo has no choice but to stay busy and use his athleticism to prevent Shakur from landing punches. The moment Teo allows Shakur to attack, the game's over, according to Rosier. Rosier feels that Teofimo Lopez cannot afford to give Shakur opportunities to lay his hands on him. He warns Teofimo that he needs to stay busy and be tenacious to stay ahead of the defense. That's not all, though. Rosier also explained that if a defensive fighter makes you miss once or twice, throwing more punches makes it very, very difficult to attack and get the upper hand in the fight.
Numbers don't lie. So if you were coaching Teofimo Lopez or a fighter like Teo, how do you get past that defense? How do you beat a Shakur Stevenson?
Well, the thing you have to remember about defensive fighters is that they are looking to set up a counter. That's what most defensive fighters do anyway. And he can't wait for those things to happen. He has to be busy and he has to be tenacious. That's how he can stay ahead of the defense. Because if you make me miss once, you make me miss twice. If I throw 5 more, it's very difficult to make me miss 8 punches.
Definitely.
So you have to stay busy and you have to stay on your man. You have to give him no chance to breathe.
And no time to think as well, right?
Exactly, and no time to, to correlate what you might do next. So we don't want that to happen. You have to stay ahead of that game.
Absolutely, man. Well, we were very close to see that fight. I can't wait to see it. Andre, talk to us about your company.
It looks like Teofimo has a lot of work to do in the gym to figure out the right approach against Shakur. For this reason, Teofimo has adopted a dark, isolated mindset for this camp. When asked about Terrence Crawford, who is close friends with Shakur, potentially being in the opposite corner, Teo shut it down immediately. He insists there are no friends in this sport. He isn't interested in the brotherhood of boxing where everyone wants to see everyone else win. He is determined to separate himself from the pack, and that means viewing everyone, even former acquaintances, as enemies. This isn't about motivation for him anymore. It's about determination. He claims he doesn't need external hype because his drive comes from a need to advance his life, not just his career.
60-40. With Shakur, it's all about the danger you could put in front of him.
Teofimo's about to fight Shakur Stevenson. Who wins, and what does that fight look like?
I mean, everybody expect me to be like, Shakur's gonna win easily, right?
Well, that's what we think.
Yeah, nah, I think it's a good fight. I think it's honestly 60-40. I think, you know, obviously favors Shakur. He's the more unbeatable guy because he's hard to hit him, period. But Teo also has the abilities to not be that easy hittable. Like he's not just a guy you're sitting there to pick apart.
He's also athletic and defensive at times.
Yeah, so I think it's a 60-40 fight. I'm favoring Shakur. And I don't know how Shakur is gonna win the fight. With Shakur, it's all about the danger you could put in front of him. That's one thing I do know. If he feel like it's danger and you got his mind thinking and working, you can taint him and make him keep off of you. If Teo can't make him think, if Teo don't got nothing that's like, yo, this motherfucker hurt me, Shakur's gonna have his way with him. So it's all about what Shakur feels in that ring that day.
So in other words, if he does sense some danger, if Shakur sense some danger, it'll be just a different type of fight, but he'll still win.
Right. It'll be more of a, I'm gonna get what I can get and I'm out of here.
The betting lines are already moving, and other elite fighters are putting their money where their mouth is. Ryan Garcia has stepped into the debate, placing a literal cash bet on Shakur Stevenson to win. Ryan's logic is simple. Teofimo struggles against boxers who make him chase. We saw it with Sandor Martin, and we saw it with Kambosos. Teo looks like a monster when guys stand in front of him, but he looks pedestrian when he has to hunt down a moving target. Ryan believes Shakur's elite movement will be the kryptonite that Teo simply hasn't figured out how to solve.
I got the feeling, and listen, this is just me, Shakur. I really believe that 2026 is your year. For the simple fact, you're starting off with this banger. You got guys like Gervonta who's out of the ring. It's like, man, I just believe all eyes are going to be on you. When you visualized it, how do you see 2026 panning out for you?
I think I'm becoming a big superstar in the making. I think you're right. I think this is my year. I feel like I'm going to put it all on the line. I'm going to fight for my legacy. And truthfully, I am a superstar. Like, I'm born a superstar. I've been trying to run from it my entire career, but at the end of the day, I finally just know now, step in my shoes and enjoy it. This is what God wants for me, and I got to follow God's path.
Yeah, but my question is, why would you try to run from that, man? Because for years, people have been saying it's either Shakur or Tank Davis. Why run from that spotlight?
Because it's overrated. It's an overrated position. You got to realize when you get into that spotlight, it is a lot of great things that come with it. The money, the success, and all of that stuff. But it's a lot of negatives too. You have people in your business. You have people that want to tear you down just because of the position that you in. So you go places and you got to watch where you at, how you move. It's people that are seen in that position to where they barely could go to the bathroom by themselves without 6, 7 security guards following behind them. So, like I said, it's an overrated position. And I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, it's God's path, though. It's God's path, and that's where He want to take me. So let's do it.
Yeah, I love it.
Shakur Stevenson isn't just training to win a decision. He is training to expose a fraud. He believes Teofimo Lopez has been getting away with dancing and flashy tactics that don't hold up under elite scrutiny. On the other side, Teo believes he is facing a fighter with no power who is too small for the big leagues. Both men are convinced they have the other figured out, but only one of them is right. Will Teo's power finally shatter Shakur's perfect defense, or will Shakur's precision turn Teo's aggression into his biggest weakness? One thing is certain. After all the trash talk, the dancing is about to stop. We'd love to hear from you, though. Do you think Shakur's superior defense will be enough to keep out Teofimo's athleticism and explosiveness? Will he bring something new to the ring on fight night and surprise the fans? And can Teofimo prove his point that Shakur isn't defensively gifted as most people think? Let me know your opinions in the comments. That's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch up with you in the next video.